a sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wait, set, wide, 80. Check, 55, Mike. Coming to you, coming to you. Motion. Check it.
Brady gives to Michelle. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Got me two. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. 36.
On the ground, Michelle. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. A give to Michelle running right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. That's complete to White. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
60 outlaw. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Charlie. Here I come again. Here I come again. Jim.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Brady now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, he goes full extension, and he's got it. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Tannehill on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Walker has it. He got 29 yards that time.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, 27 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brady now on first down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wait, that wide, 80. Check 26. Check 31. Check 31. Showing it. Showing it. Hey, goal 66.
On second down, Michelle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
Right there, Smith, 55. Get that ball, Steve. Get that ball. Watch twist, watch twist. Easy. Check. Protein spill. Check. Alert flare. Sugar.
On third down, Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And that's complete. It's Watson. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike, that wide 20. 55, Mike. Hang on, let's go on. No, 66. 55, Mike. Bud. Shoot. I got you. Alert.
Brady. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Henry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Henry. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Brady, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He'll look to throw. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But
it got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
61, matchbox light. Get it.
Now it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run it again with Henry. And all the way inside the